Still plenty of taekwondo coming your way. And we're moving on now to the men's heavyweight division. Tariq bin Radi, the man from Morocco, will be in charge of this one. Of course, multiple US champion Stephen Lambden, heavyweight, of course, Pan Am medalist, Olympian himself. It's a division you know well, and of course you can give us the expert analysis, but in terms of the physicality, they know each other well. What do you expect from this one?
Iran's going to bring a lot of pressure. He always does. It doesn't matter who he's fighting. The question is, Radic's really good at slowing the pace down, so it's a matter of each person's strength, who's going to win out at this point. The person that can slow the match down, or the person that super physical and throws that eagle, as you called it, straight to the face.
The eagle has landed.
Yep, it has.
Well, he sinks his claws into that one. Saijad Mardani with that excellent axe kick, or chop kick.
Yeah, axe kick, chop kick, eagle.
All works, and it all scores on the board. Radic ISAEV, the Olympic champion, takes one to the face. Saijad Mardani tries again with the big back leg boot to the face, and the man from Iran goes with a punch on the inside.
Yep, there's the wake-up punch that we've found. So now let's see if those quick jabs like that start scoring.
Well, he warned him once, he tried it again on the inside. And Saijad Mardani, of course, Grand Slam medalist as well. That's upcoming in Wuxi at the end of the year. But can they end the year on a flourish in this one? Radic ISAEV points down, won't have enjoyed taking that surprise headshot, of course, but no surprises coming back into this one. Halfway through this one, a minute to go.
Yep, I think trying for that face kick again. Maybe got nicked, and that's what threw him off just a little bit to keep Radic safe.
Yeah, as you rightly say, a clash of the knees, but a nice little stabbing shot on the inside.
Yep, he might have the eagle, but blue here, Radic has the Olympic gold medal, so he's not going down without a fight.
No question about it. But speaking of fight, the man from the Islamic Republic of Iran, Saijad Mardani, pulls himself back into that three-point lead. And momentarily, Radic ISAEV off balance, but he has the momentum, the man from Iran, as we go into the last 20 seconds.
I'm curious if they're going to bounce it out at this point, or if Iran's going to try for another one of those straight to the face. If Radic's playing his cards right, I think he's going to try that twist kick again that gave him the first 2 points. I think that's there. 10 seconds.
Well, you mentioned the possibility of bouncing it out, which is just to shut it down. Goes with the headshot.
Fantastic attempts. I couldn't quite tell from this angle. Maybe he didn't quite touch. Maybe it just wasn't right on the sensor, but that's... if I'm his coach, I'm telling him we got to try that again. Maybe not right at the start of that second round, but at some point we're going slide, chop to the face again.
As you say, there was the initial eagle. There was that axe kick landing over the shoulder, which made the difference for the man from Iran in red. But Radic ISAEV, as you would expect, responding strongly.
Yeah, absolutely. This wasn't going to be a blowout by any stretch of the imagination. In matches like these, I think we got to make it go viral, and everybody's got to start calling axe kick or chop the eagle.
Let's have a little vote.
Yeah. Just send us $1 to P.O. Box 60652, Chicago, Illinois.
That was
60652.
Like it, like it. Oh, that's not your mobile phone. You've just given it there.
In the United States, we have something called Scruff McGruff, the crime dog.
Okay.
And they used to advertise that on kids' channels, and that's the only reason I remember that.
And points for mentioning it during the Moscow Grand Prix final. Love it.
We are very anti-crime here. So.
Obviously, it would be rough if Scruff McGruff was to get involved, you know. But anyway, speaking of rough stuff, trying to come forward on the inside, Saijad Mardani blocking with the leg there. Tariq bin Radi, the man in the middle, sees it.
Good call, yeah. Leg checks have been illegal for a while, and that might not have been on purpose, but that definitely counted.
As you say, despite the lack of intent, still the Gamjom given, the only one on the board so far. Nice little punch on the inside, not too much power on it. Well, I say that, you've been in there against both men, you know the weight that they bring. Obviously the heavyweight is just, you know, 80 and above. Can you feel the weight of certain fighters? Do you register that power?
Absolutely. Both these guys sit right at about 100 kilos. And while you wouldn't think that would make a huge difference, because like for example, I sit at about 106, and Saijad just scored another one out of the clinch there. I'm a little bit heavier, but when they're bigger than you and they can kind of bear down on your center of balance, it's exhausting.
So the weight's coming down the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the heavyweights battling it out here, taking a little pause for thought to catch their breath. The 4 points of a difference halfway through this engrossing second round. We've seen the flexibility, we've seen the accuracy. Both men just catching their breath now. You mentioned the ability of Radic ISAEV to slow things down.
Yep.
Doing it here.
Well, especially in this situation, because Mardani's in no race to jump back into the exchange. Fantastic punch. I'm not entirely sure why that didn't score. Yeah, I would have given it.
You can hear that in the back of the arena. But no love from the judges. They've got the prime position and almost prime position for that little shot on the inside there.
I'll be interested to see Radic's adjustment here, because pushing the pace isn't necessarily his thing, but at this point, like you said, he's down by 4. It's 7-3 with 15 seconds left in the second round. He's got to start making something happen.
Well, will he find time in this second period? Back leg turning kick, a swing and a miss for Saijad Mardani. He's in good form. He's in the lead. Will the Gamjon be given? That could make things slightly interesting. No protestations from either coach. Both coaches from Iran, of course. But far from running away with this one, all to fight for. And Radic ISAEV, as I said, you know him well. In terms of how to beat him, what's the things that, what are the holes in the armour? If there are any.
Yeah, for sure. Again, if you're fighting Radic, I think Iran, Mardani needs to come in and push the action a little bit. Not too much, because again, he's got the lead. He can let Radic come to him a little bit, but you can't get lulled to sleep by his pace. Radic wants to get you kind of lackadaisical so he can slide up and take that easy front leg, which he's done in this match. That's exactly what we've seen. And so I think Radic's obviously got to make something happen. I think if Mardani plays it right, uses a lot of front leg, and doesn't quote-unquote fall asleep, he can manage this match very easily.
Yeah, as you say, trying to bring that intensity and rise from any possible slumber to get himself into that final. Just in terms of the Olympic qualification context, Saijad Mardani ranked number 7. Of course, the top 6 making it through. Depends how that shakes out overall in terms of the scores. Let's see how this one pans out. ISAEV with work to do, but time in which to do it.
Trying for that eagle again, that chop or that axe kick, whatever you want to call it. He's going back to the well because it's worked so good for him this entire match. All day, really.
Yep, for sure. There's the front leg to the face as well there from Mardani. A whisker away from the whiskers of ISAEV. Oh, his eyes were wide there. He thought that was the shot.
That was great ring management too by Radic. He got his shoulder on him, protect his head. I guess we are not in the punch point given business today for this round.
Yep, stingy, certainly the watchword. Hard to score with the punches on the board, but not so much with the shots. A nice little front leg to the body.
High quality. It's like we said, he wants to lull you to sleep and take those easy points, and that's exactly what just happened. A 1-point difference in this game. There's only a minute to go. Saijad Mardani from Iran is up on Radic ISAEV, 7-6, 55 seconds.
Well, the trance from the man in blue. The change of stance from the man in red. Will he be tempted with the back leg turning kick? Clock ticking, as you mentioned. The business end of this competition now. There's the back leg turning kick, but it was well blocked from ISAEV, and again gets the leg across. What does the referee think of it?
That's an interesting call. I didn't know if that was going to go towards Radic for a leg check or if it was going to go for the hold, but 7-all, 35 seconds left. That's a big deduction.
Big call from the centre ref, the man from Morocco. But trying to rock a shot in there. Mardani takes a sore one to the shin. And there is the foot protectors, the sensors are on there. And they've been on point so far for both men. 14 points shared and shared equally. 20 to go.
Like you said, 20 to go. Who's going to go to that gold medal match? Wonderful attempt on that hanging kick. Oh, I can't believe the eagle on that one didn't score.
Yeah, he had it in flight, but couldn't quite get it in his sights there. Back leg turning kick again from Mardani. Trying to catch the eye of the judges.
And there's the point we've been looking for off that punch. 8-7, 3 seconds to go. And with that, Saijad-MARDANI manages to sneak out the win with a punch. A huge punch at that. A punch that, frankly, we thought should have scored 3 or 4 times throughout that match, but who cares if it didn't score the other times? It scored when it was most important.
Well, a perfect way to punctuate things with that precision punch at the end there. He started with a flourish. He started ranked at number 7. With a few computations and calculations from Team Iran to see if he's in that.
Just with yours truly, but with the number 1 ranked player from Russia, which, again, that's a tough bracket to come out of, because there was also that side of the bracket had Cuba, Mexico, a lot of really heavy hitters. So not only is this a clutch time for him to get these points in qualification for Tokyo, it's one heck of a performance for him. This is one of his bigger and better performances for sure.
Yep, big performances. A tough bracket to come through. I'll just extend my own thanks to you for making the time, because